Hello students, in the previous class we have seen the phosphogens in 15th group elements. Today let us discuss about group 16 elements. Okay, so if you have been seen, what are the group 16 elements? Group 16 elements consist of generally group 16 elements. So group 16 elements is also known as chalcogens. Okay, so what we can say, so these are also known as what here? These are also known as chalcogens. So why we say these chalcogens? Why? Because these are ore forming elements. Okay, so because of that reason I have told you, means it will be very near to the inert gas configuration, noble gas. It require only 2 electrons to occupy 8 electrons also. Okay, so this is nothing but group 16 elements. So what are the elements we are going to have in group 16 elements? Oxygen, sulfur, selenium, tellurium, polonium. Okay, so coming to the oxygen, atomic number is 8, sulfur atomic number is 16, selenium atomic number is 34, tellurium atomic number is 52, polonium atomic number is 84. So coming to here, when you have been written electronic configuration, now you can write it 1s2, 2s2, 2p4. Okay, coming to here, what we can write electronic configuration? 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p4. Coming to here, the electronic configuration will be 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 3d10, 4s2, 4p4. Coming to here, this electronic configuration 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 3d10, 4s2, 4p6, 4d10, 5s2, 5p4. Okay, so for this we are going to get 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 3d10, 4s2, 4p6, 4d10, 4f14, 5s2, 5p6, 5d10, 6s2, 6p4. So this is about the electronic configuration of these elements. So when you have been observed here, so whenever you have been seen here, so what is you are getting? S2p4. So the general electronic configuration, if you have been seen here, what is the general electronic configuration? Ns2, Np4. So this is nothing but general electronic configuration. So okay, so means what here? This is the general electronic configuration. So Ns2 Np4 is the, means if you have +6, you are going to get oxidation state. So it can give +2, +4 and also +6 oxidation state. So this is about group 16 elements electronic configuration. So now you have been taken atomic radius. So let us see one by one property. So what is first one? Atomic radius. So coming to here, atomic radii increases. What happens? Atomic radii increases in a group from top to bottom. Why it is increasing? Atomic and ionic radii, why it is increasing? Why? Because here atomic radii increases, ionic radii also increases. So what is the reason why it is increasing? Due to the increase in nuclear charge and also addition of new orbits. So due to increase in high nuclear charge and also addition of new orbits. Because of this, what happens? the atomic radii increases. So atomic and ionic radii increases due to increase in high nuclear charge and also addition of new orbits whenever you add the electrons, and also atomic number is increasing. Because of this reason we can say atomic radii increases. So coming to here, next one, what we can say here, next one is ionization energy. What is next one? Ionization energy. So what is ionization energy? Ionization energy is nothing but minimum energy required to remove an electron from the outermost neutral gaseous atom. That one we call it as what here? Ionization energy. Okay. So coming to here, what happens? The IE, the ionization energy decreases in a group from top to bottom. Why it is decreasing? Due to, so here we are adding, okay, so due to increase in atomic size and the shielding effect we can say, okay. So what we can say, due to increase in atomic size and screening effect or shielding effect. So what is screening effect? Screening effect is nothing but when you have been taken nucleus, so these all are also electrons, okay. So means what? The inner electrons which reduces the attraction of the nucleus to the outermost electrons. We call it as what here? Screening effect. So means what happening here? So this ionization energy is inversely proportional to screening effect, or screening effect is inversely proportional to ionization energy. So there will be, whenever we move from top to bottom in a group, so whenever you move from top to bottom in a group, so there will be increase in nuclear charge. So whenever nuclear charge is increasing, the atomic number increases and also atomic size is increasing. So then what happening? The number of inner electrons, so whatever the inner electrons present, it will reduce the valence electrons from the outermost electron from the nucleus attraction. So that one we call it as what here? Screening effect. So due to this effect, increase in atomic size and shielding effect means more increase in nuclear charge. So the ionization energy decreases in your group from top to bottom. Okay, so this is nothing but what here? Ionization energy. So next let us see about here electron affinity. Electron affinity. So what is electron affinity here? This is the energy released. So when electron is added to neutral gaseous atom. So here we are removing electron from the neutral gaseous atom. Here energy is releasing when electron is added to neutral gaseous atom. So this is nothing but what here? Electron affinity. So energy is released when electron is added to neutral gaseous atom. We call it as what here? Electron affinity. So coming to here, electron affinity due to high size of oxygen, and also it will decrease. Electron affinity decreases. Electron affinity decreases in a group. So why it is decreasing? Due to increase in atomic size. Here we can say that this one increases, okay. And coming to here, if you have been seen, oxygen is going to have 141, and coming to sulfur 200. After sulfur it is going to decrease. For selenium it is going to have 194.9, and for tellurium it is going to have 190.14. So because of this reason only, means whenever atomic size, so if you have been seen oxygen, sulfur, oxygen is less compared to sulfur, coming to remaining to it is decreasing, okay. So this is nothing but what here? So this is nothing but electron affinity. So next one, let us see about electronegativity. That is next one, our property, electronegativity. So electronegativity is nothing but what here? Electronegativity is nothing but so the tendency to accept the shared pair of electron towards itself, we call it as what? Electronegativity. Okay, so here electronegativity decreases. So electronegativity, what happens? Electronegativity decreases from top to bottom in a group. So why it is decreasing? So what is the reason it is decreasing? Why? Because due to increase in atomic size. So due to increase in atomic size, the electronegativity decreases. Okay, so oxygen is the most electronegative element, which is having 3.5 value. And coming to sulfur, it is having high value of nuclear charge also. Because of this small size also, it is going to decrease. Okay, so this is reason about the electronegativity. So next one, let us see about melting point and boiling points. So here melting and boiling point increases in a group. Why it is increasing? Due to increase in atomic weight of the element. Okay, so because of that, we can say here it is increase in atomic weight due to increase in atomic mass. So atomic weight of the element, the melting and boiling point increases. Okay, so next one, let us discuss about oxidation state. So what is the general oxidation state we are having? So the general oxidation state, the outermost electron will exhibit what here? +6 is the oxidation state. So coming to here, oxygen will exhibit -2 oxidation state. Okay, and coming to here, sulfur may exhibit -2, +2, +4, +6 also oxidation state. Coming to remaining elements, so other elements which are there, they will exhibit +2, +4, +6 also. Coming to selenium also, -2, +2, +4, +6. Tellurium also will be exhibiting same, and also polonium also will exhibit same. Okay, so why it is exhibiting only -2 oxidation state is nothing but it is going to have only 2 unpaired electrons, and also no d orbitals are present. So when you write the electronic configuration like this, if you take oxygen configuration, so what is this atomic number? 8. So what we can write? 1s2, 2s2, 2p, 2x, 2p1y, 2p1z. So we can represent like this. Okay, so this is in what here? Ground state electronic configuration. So when you write this one here, 1s2, 2s2, 2p2x, 2p1y, 2p1z. So means what? No d orbitals. So that's why it is exhibiting what here? -2 oxidation state. Okay, so when in ground state, so when 2 unpaired electrons we are having, it is exhibiting -2 oxidation state. Coming to oxygen only, if you have been taken first excited state, 8 only electrons we are taking, 1s2, 2s2, 2p. So this is about only oxygen I am speaking. If you have been taken sulfur, sulfur if you have been taken, it is atomic number is 16, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p, 2x, 3p1y, 3p1z. So this is also what? In ground state. So if you have been taken only these elements, so let us take 3s2, 3p2x, Okay, 3p1y, 3p1z. Now if you have been taken 3d electrons, 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, so there is vacant orbitals. So this is what in ground state. In first excited state, what happens? One electron will jump to 3d orbital. So this is giving only +2 oxidation state. So coming to here, if you have been seen here, 3s2, 3p1x, 3p1y, 3p1z, 1 1 1. So 3d1, 1 2 3 4 5. So 3d1. So means what here? It is giving +4 oxidation state. Okay, so coming to next one, if you have been seen here, second excited state. So what happens here? 3s1, 3p1x, 3p1y, 3p1z, 1 1 1. So coming to here, 5d orbitals, 1 2 3 4 5. So this is 3d 2. So total how many electrons we are having? +6 oxygen. So this is the way to write the oxidation state. So means by this what we can say, in the second excited state, sulfur has what here? 6 partially filled orbitals. So it will make bond with 6 members. Okay, 6 bonds. So that's why it is giving 2 4 6 +2 +4 +6. Okay, if suppose it is not participating in d orbitals, so it can we can say here, it is having -2 is the oxidation state. Okay, so by this what this is about the oxidation state. So let us talk about next one, nature of bond formation with other elements. So nature of bond formation with what here? Other elements we can say. So oxygen is highly electronegative element. So it forms what here? Because of the oxygen is highly electronegative element. Forms ionic compound, we can say. Ionic compounds with highly electropositive elements. So electropositive elements is nothing but what? Alkali and alkaline elements. So that when we call it as what here? That when we call it as electropositive elements is nothing but alkali, which will be known as S block elements. We call it as electropositive elements. So those two will react with electronegative elements of oxygen. That when we call it as what here? Ionic compounds it is forming. Okay, so remaining elements means what here? The oxides of weakly also will show some ionic character. So non-metals are generally covalent, we can say. So due to the low electronegativity, what happens? Other elements will show the covalent compounds. So due to low electronegativity, what we can say here? Due to low electronegativity nature, other elements means show covalent nature. Okay, so that is nothing but nature of the bond formation. So this will form ionic compounds, this will form covalent compounds. So next one, let us see about allotropy. What is next property? Allotropy. So allotropy means what? Similar physical properties, different chemical properties, we call it as allotropy here. So here every 16 group elements will have 2 allotropic in nature. So oxygen coming to here. So oxygen will exist in what here? Oxygen exists in 2 non-metallic forms. So means what we can say? It is having, one is oxygen, another one is ozone. So these are the 2 non-metallic forms. And coming to sulfur, sulfur will exist in what here? Rhombic. It is having a number of allotropic forms that let us see some of them. So let us see here rhombic, monoclinic. Next one, plastic. So these are the allotropic forms. Coming to selenium, what we can say here, it will also exhibit red and gray. Okay, so tellurium exists in non-metallic and also metallic. Why? Because it is more stable. Polonium exists in only alpha and beta form. So what we can say, tellurium exists in both non-metallic and metallic. Coming to polonium, it will exist only in alpha and beta forms. Both are metallic. Both, what we can say here, these are the allotropic forms of the oxygen family. So now let us discuss about state. So state is nothing but what here, whether it is a oxygen. So oxygen is a what here, diatomic gas, we can say. Oxygen is a diatomic gas, while sulfur, selenium, tellurium, polonium, if you have been taken, so these will exhibit only acid, and this will exhibit what here, O double bond O. Okay, so it will give what, due to no debonding orbitals, so due to the presence of sideway overlapping, it will exist as a p orbitals, it is existing sideway overlapping, no d orbitals are present, that's why it is called a O2 diatomic gas, and it is giving double bonds. Coming to S6, Se8, Te8 and PO is a monoatomic gas, we can say. It will not exhibit. When coming to these all, these will exhibit only single bonds. So why these are exhibiting single bonds? And coming to S8, it is going to have puckered ring structure, 8-membered ring. Okay, so why? Because according to molecular orbital theory, oxygen molecule is having two unpaired electrons, so it is paramagnetic. When coming to sulfur, it is bigger in size, and also it is because of the sideway overlapping, what happens, it is p orbitals, and because of that it is forming O double bond O, due to its single bond character, it forming S8 molecule, and van der Waals forces, because of that also sulfur is a solid, we can say. So it is going to have structure like this, crown shape, which is known as puckered ring. So in this here 8 puckered ring, sulfur, 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 so this one we call it as what here, puckered ring structure. And Se8 also we are going to form. Okay, so this is nothing but puckered ring structure. Now next property we are going to have is catenation. So what is catenation? The self linkage among same atoms, we call it as catenation. Means itself will form the self linkage. That one we call it as what here, catenation. So coming to here 16 group elements, sulfur has a strong tendency to form catenation. And also why? Because it can form dichlorosulfanes, okay, polysulfates. So these are the things, polysulfonic acids. So because of this reason it is going to form. So what we can say, the self linkage, if you have been taken this one, it is forming self linkage. Okay, so because of this reason among identical atoms, we call it as what, catenation. Coming to here, what we can say here, sulfur. Sulfur will have strong tendency to form catenation. Why? Because it can form, sulfur can form dichlorosulfanes. So means what here, SXCl2. X may be here 100. Okay, up to 100 we can take, and also poly. Here X is equals to 100, we can take dichlorosulfanes, single bonds it is going to form. And also here we can take polysulfides. The formula is X6 minus, where here X is equals to up to 6 we can take. Okay, like that it is going to form. Coming to oxygen, it will have a very low, and it cannot form polyoxides, it will form only peroxides. This is nothing but what here, catenation. So these are the general characteristics of the oxygen family. Thank you.